Alright,
that's what she said. Epic coffee time!
Coffee time.
Tongue-tied, are you?
Huh?
A bit tongue-tied, are you?
Yeah, I guess so. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Epic Coffee Time, and this one is really epic. We've got our first guest, Rio Jackson. She's with us this evening. A round of applause.
Her name is Rio.
And a special thanks to last week's co-host, Brian Lewis. He was going to be here this evening, but he's chasing dogs. So, best of luck to you, Brian, and we'll see you next time you're around. Anyway, we'll get to Rio in just a minute. The other thing, point of order, is we have your Fade to Black bracelets available now. Hit us up on Facebook, and we'll tell you how you can get your own to wear around, look fashionable like myself, and of course, the two others that will join the Fade to Black family this evening. So,
is this for me?
Yeah, wear your bracelets.
I haven't made a donation yet.
I think you did.
Yeah. You just didn't know it. That's what she said.
Maybe a huge contribution is what you've made. A real sacrifice. Anyway, coming up, sit down, stand up, and you don't want to miss it. So,
yeah, you do.
Well, maybe.
Good stuff.
Well, we're getting everything ready. Go grab yourself something to drink, and we will let you do that. Now, Rio, I guess I'm hiding behind you. It's a lot easier to talk to somebody back in their head.
Hi.
Hi, Rio. This is the Plastic Lady on Facebook. Look for the Plastic Lady Rio, and you'll see all the stuff we're getting ready to show you. What got you into the plastic trade?
Well, actually, it was my grandma Wagner in Michigan. She's always crafty and musically inclined and artistic. And then I had a bad incident happen in '96, so I had nothing but time on my hands, and so I kind of started doing that.
So some people work in yarn, and some people work in
in the hospital I couldn't get what I wanted, so
it worked
out.
out.
Plastic, they had the linen bags there.
Very creative.
And so I kind of just kept messing with it. I used to tie them together, cut into one long strip. Then I got smarter with it.
The first time I met Rio, she had a bag that had spools of what I thought was yarn, and she was crocheting or knitting is what it looked like.
Crocheting.
And I asked her to show me tonight what she was doing with that, because I was blown away that it was a plastic bag, and she was showing me that she actually twined it together here and made long strips, and those were on spools, like I said, and she was just feeding them in. And some of the stuff that she's brought that she's made, watch her, she ties it together.
And it's still in one piece. Just loop them. There you go, you got your yarn. Plastic yarn, they call it flarn.
Keep running them together. And some of the cool stuff that she's made, this is like a
diaper bag holder for babies and beside the cribs. Then you put your diapers in.
Yeah, some smaller bags.
And these are plastic bag holders. Because normally you get them in
to
cloth.
Put the plastic bags
and you
in.
just stuff your plastic bags in there. It'll hold more than your regular
and then
plastic bag holders.
This big giant thing's made out of
VCR tape.
So you talk about going green nowadays, and people are looking at that. I mean, the recyclability of that. How many VCR tapes?
It took 8 Gone with the Wind VCR tapes to make that.
Gone with the Wind made that. And then this was bread bags?
Yes, this is all nothing but bread bags that I've made. It's a small rug.
And like you said, just take it,
and I
spray it off.
Same way I did this. Clean them. I just throw them in a washer. Throw a little bit of bleach in there and they're good to go.
Good. And like some people wipe their feet on it, the cleaning of that compared to a traditional rug, like you should say, just spray it off, you know.
Yeah, and lasts longer too.
I know my wife is really digging all this stuff. So.
We're bringing more stuff out, so tell us when we're going too fast. Here's a purse that doesn't match my shoes, but I'm sure she can make one similar to that.
I have black clutches and whatnot that fit.
It's
have a clasp.
Yes.
A little pocket chain.
And little kids help me sew the pockets on. That's why they're kind of crooked. I help kids at the rec center over in East Alton. They help me. I help them.
it's just this is just phenomenal.
That's neat.
I mean,
Once I started looking at it, yeah.
here's another bread bag, and
And these bags came from Scott Air Force Base.
oh, awesome.
Another plastic bag holder.
How does it keep the bread fresh?
And here's another small purse that's available. Again,
Yes. Another purse.
doesn't match, but I've got a Sunday dress
A clutch.
that'll go perfect with.
I have a bustier that goes perfect with that.
And then these are guitar picks.
Yes, they're guitar picks made from credit cards, or any kind of hard
Or
type
gift
of card
cards.
that I make. And they all have my name on them. Go figure.
Yep.
Cool. And all this stuff, like you said, you're on Facebook.
Yes.
Rio, the Plastic Lady.
And it's the Plastic Lady Rio.
And
That's it.
check the
Okay.
website later on. We will have a
Have a
link
link.
to that page on there. So, and also keep looking this week. These items will be available for sale, with the proceeds going to Fade to Black. Rio's been very, very charitable with us, and
I'll be giving you more donations.
and more to come. So yeah, I mean, we couldn't thank you more for what you've done this evening, and this is just extremely interesting to a guy like me that.
And I'm also working on a medieval dress for next year VisionCon.
For trash bags, yeah.
Maybe use them for so much more.
Right.
So you can go totally plastic
Occasional
with the Plastic Lady. So
Yeah.
And I make shoes.
plastic shoes as well.
Yes, I do. It's on the
Very cheap,
website.
guys.
Shoes, belts, everything.
You like the
How about socks?
iced coffee chains?
They could, but they'd be awful warm.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make an outfit for your buddy.
the puppet,
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
He doesn't have to run around naked anymore.
Hey,
I'll
do we
fix him
maybe
up.
He's
want to
got
have
the
a?
wool, and that's kind of.
Do we maybe want to have an arm wrestling contest between you and the guy that makes everything out of duct tape?
He'd lose. He'd lose.
That's cheating.
No, but he'd lose.
Okay.
Duct tape can't fix everything. Plastic overrides.
Uh-oh.
Plastic wins.
Yep.
And we may have started a war here, plastic against duct tape. So you're ready for it.
I make stuff with duct tape too because it's technically plastic.
Oh, well, he already lost. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
She's one up them. So
Right.
anyway, it is your son's birthday, and we would be fools if we didn't allow you to say happy birthday to your
We
son.
are fools.
Happy birthday, Nick. I love you. Don't get too drunk. Don't drive. I'll kick your butt.
Turning 6, is he?
I wished. He's turning 23.
23. Wow. Somebody buy that kid a drink or two, but not 23.
We're last year.
It would be great if we had stunt puppet James here tonight, and he could do the birthday song for you. But
Or,
We could send the
So
video.
he's still
or
in the
just go
burn
look on
unit?
Facebook, look under Nick Habig, and you'll see his birthday cakes. I'm a nut. They're inappropriate.
awesome.
cakes are?
I made him some cupcakes because he sounds
Since when is anything inappropriate on the net?
Right.
So I made
When have we ever been inappropriate?
Okay.
a whole bunch of them, different colors.
You don't want to be a cupcake.
And then his actual cake was a Zelda cake I made. For Zelda nuts. He loses every time.
Uh-oh. There's a challenge. Playing Zelda.
I am a big geek.
The cameraman's eyes.
Really? I never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
Well, you fit right in here. Dude. I mean,
Yeah.
This is geekdom 101.
I am a game nut.
In fact, that probably leads us into another territory. Not a great segue, by the way. But we want to thank you. And again, these items will be posted. You can bid on them on eBay. It may take us a couple days to get around to it, but they'll be there. The links will show up on Facebook, on the fan page. So be watching for it. And the sock puppet may sell some of them too. So if you haven't taken the opportunity to go and like the fan page or like the sock puppet, well, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
Really.
there
Because
is.
there's a lot of fun stuff that goes on there throughout the week that you're missing out on. Some of that is, my grandma likes to post a lot of stuff on the page. She thinks she's funny, but she's really not. But we don't tell her that because, you know, she's got to have something to do in her old age. So, but if you get a chance, check it out. If you're actually watching on the website, you can click the Facebook fan page tab, and then it'll take you right to it. So, Rio, thank you very much, and not only for coming in, we really appreciate the short conversation we got to have. Yeah, and the dog likes it too. And but also for the donation, I mean, I can't say enough
Anytime.
about that. So, guys, we're really super excited to offer that to you. And now it's time for the feature that Dave's been waiting for 3 weeks, and that's sit down, stand up. And we didn't draw straws or anything else because I can't draw that well. So what we decided to do was just start over here, the guy that was the reddest today, and work our way around.
I like the look of surprise.
So, Dave, take it away. Sit down, stand up, everybody.
Sit down, stand up.
Thank you very much. Are we doing like one little piece each, or you want me to just launch and do a whole thing?
Just go the tirade. Once you're
You
on,
can do
you're
whatever
on.
you want.
Well, I was I wrote some of this years ago, and I was looking for a piece about porch dads. Do you know about porch dads?
No.
Well, I remember part of it by heart. Porch dads. If you ever notice when those of you that are divorced dads out there like me, you go to pick up your kids and you're never allowed farther than the porch because your ex-wife is worried that you're going to enter the house and somehow stage a coup and kick her out and occupy the territory. And it just occurred to me one day that there are porch dads everywhere, just lingering. It doesn't matter what the weather is. You're not allowed to cross the threshold. There's some huge taboo about that. But that's not what I brought.
There's porch moms too, because I was one of them. I wasn't allowed.
Well,
But there's a reason.
You're in the minority. So anyway, I'm writing a new book. It's a how-to book for losers. My ex-wife said I had plenty of experience to pull it off. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Defective People. Really? Okay. Seems sure to be a blockbuster follow-up to my collection of cheerful anecdotes for folks with fallen arches in planter warts. You might have heard of it. Chicken Soup for the Soul. It's S-O-L-E, by the way. This one sold more copies, 13 I think, than an earlier flop of mine, the book about alternative transportation sources from the ocean. It was called The Porpoise-Driven Life. If that doesn't work out, I think I will go into rap music. Seriously, my stage name will be Snickers. You know, like Eminem. My agent said this best represents my musical ability. Okay, crickets. One more, maybe? Let's see. I think Hollywood is running out of ideas. Remember that book about the TV show that was based on a major motion picture adapted from a video game based on a comic strip? They're turning it into a movie. The only missing element, it was a British idea first.
There's a laugh way back in the
We need a laugh track here, at least cricket trick. Okay, maybe something a little more risque, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I spent my teenage years in a pretty backwards part of the South. How backwards? Arkansas was considered a mecca for intellectuals. Walmart opted out of putting a store there. Jeff Gordon held an autograph signing, and nobody showed. That's how backwards it was. Seriously, this is how out of the loop the place was. The local radio station's call letters were KUNT, 690 AM no less. The slogan was, "We put the cunt in country." Even more unbelievable, over half the audience was female. Okay, I think I got more material here if we run short on time, but thank you very much.
You used all original work.
I thought that's what we were supposed to do.
I thought I read something different in the directions, but that's good that you did that.
Oh, if you want headlines, I got headlines from about 10 years ago.
Mine's all original too, but
Wow.
that's all right. You're
I'm gonna be
at least you're
bringing
here
it in, right?
I have to admit, I was going to do some topical humor, but I had to cross it out when I came across the words President Bush over and over again. So, really not that fresh.
Well, you can still use it. We're still blaming him. So it would work. So, anyway, you've got the most complex.
Well, what were the directions?
I thought I said your favorite stand-up, but
No, that was a long time.
Well,
ago.
I am
That's
my
okay.
favorite stand-up, so I followed the directions.
what am I?
That should have been
am I
a
the middle
real
guy?
big joke right there.
That works.
Am I the middle guy?
You
Thank you,
are the
camera
middle
guy.
guy. I
Hey,
guess
camera
I'll-
guy, thank you.
I guess I'll follow it all.
I feel like I should be pushing the shame well.
Wrap it up. Maybe we'll
I know, right?
have a minute for myself.
They
Follow this
I should
camera
have
guy.
to go about it.
I was like,
I got the directions were your favorite piece of stand-up, but that we were sitting down. Hence the title of the segment, Sit Down, Stand Up. And so I picked an old classic favorite.
Well,
Apparently-
let's just do it, shall we?
I'm going to.
Oh, you got. Hey,
I need a
Dave.
sidekick. So Sock Puppet James stopped by to help me out and do my piece of favorite stand-up, which is what I thought I was supposed to do. So here it goes. Who is it? It's me, Dave. Open up, man. I got the stuff. Who is it? It's me, Dave. Man, open up. I got the stuff. Who? It's Dave, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me come in here. It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me. Who?
Dave's not here.
Dave, man. Open up. Dave? Yeah, Dave. Come on, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me. Dave's not here. No, man. I'm Dave. Hey, come on, man. Who is it? It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me. Who? Dave, man. Open up. Dave? Yeah, Dave. Dave's not here. What the hell? No, man. I'm Dave. And that's it.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Can I interject here?
Yes.
Did you know this?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
That years ago when I used
Oh, no, I did not know this.
Years ago, in another life, when I was a radio DJ, I used to open up my WLCA show every week with Dave's Not Here bit.
I did not know that.
Thank you. Well, that's even better. Dan's sitting back there laughing because he remembers, but
Wait,
it was
why?
a shorter version.
When I first discovered this, maybe just 5 years ago, I just have always liked it because it was so stupid, but made me laugh the whole time those guys do it. I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever, but it's just funny stuff. And apparently, there's still a bunch of guys up Sock Puppet James's arse.
Oh my goodness. Did you really just say ours?
Yeah, I did, because he
Oh,
was
wow.
talked that way.
It's
Also,
his arch. His arch.
Oh, the uppity
Sorry.
puppet thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, got it.
Uppity puppet got his own language.
So I'm
Dan-
curious, Dan, are you going to do original comedy?
I had written some stuff, and I may just do quotes from movies, but
If you want to borrow some really bad material.
probably what I'll do is what time? What time we got? We got plenty of time.
Yep, we're at 7:20 right now.
All right, 7:20, man. That's 3 hours overdue.
We're good.
All right. Anyway, thank you. That took a while, didn't it? The rest of this shit was.
It's a Viking.
Dave, I'm just finally understanding what you were saying. So.
No, man, I'm Dave. D-A-V-E, Dave.
Yeah, so this is really going to test our cameraman tonight. And he's going to have to follow me around, or at least keep me in frame. And are you doing good? You're good. All right. It is good to be here this evening. Glad you all could make it at home. And without having a real audience, I don't get a whole lot of feedback. So it may take you a little while to get the joke. That's okay. You can stop it, take it back, and figure it out.
I'm still trying to get a joke from 3 weeks ago, but go ahead.
If you're trying to keep up with me, remember to put your thinking cap on first, then the helmet, and strap it up tight, because this is going to go in 100 different directions. In fact, I might even get started in a few minutes. So, anyway, if you follow me around, you'll figure out that I'm a little fidgety, and I always have been, since I was a little kid. It might be the coffee, but I doubt it. It's just kind of a natural energy, and I always felt sorry for my parents because they had to put up with me, and I didn't do it until I was older. I thought they were being, unreasonable, demanding, all of that. Why can't you just let me be me? And when you shave the cat and cut your brother's hair and then draw a picture, draw hair on his pictures and all the other stuff that, hey, that was just me. you know, I'm going to do that stuff. And so I had it interesting growing up. Had it interesting growing up. I had a real odd family. There was 5 of us. You'll get that in a minute. So anyway, my whole family, we were religious in a way, I guess, in that we showed up to church every time the church was open. Now, and when we got home, all hell broke loose, and we didn't quite understand what they were trying to tell us. Now, the fun part about that is that my family had its own little language for curse words. In fact, I didn't hear my dad cuss until I was 17 years old. And he was talking to a buddy from work, and he said the S word. And the shit. He said shit, is what he said. I got to say it twice right there. So, really, it was kind of odd. So, my grandmother, I think she had this secret language that she tried to teach us. You know, and you see her on Facebook, she's a little bit different. But, anyway, she had her own curse words. And one of them wasn't really a word, it was more of a descriptive phrase, and the kids really like it. And it was her word for poop, crap. It was called stinky potty. And so, you know, when I grew up, when I was in school, you know, it'd be like, I couldn't really figure out what to call it when I had to go, you know, so it'd be like, I'd go through this whole thing in my head. You gotta understand, I'm wired a whole lot different than you are. I'd go through this whole thing in my head as to what I was going to tell the teacher I had to do when I went to the bathroom, you know. So I would go through is it stinky potty, is it crap, is it poop? And by the time I made up my mind, guess what, I shit my pants. And I would do this, you know, 2 or 3 times a year, you know. And so, you know, I'd go up, made it easier because I would tell the teacher that, hey, I got to go to the nurse, right? So she would send me to the nurse, and the nurse would say, hey, what are you in here for? You know, what are you doing? I don't have a nursery voice, so she said, what are you doing? And you know, I didn't know what to tell her. You know, I say, I don't know what to tell you. I said, you know, there's something wrong. It may be poop, but it's definitely stinky potty, and I need to go home. And so I would go home, and I didn't want to say nothing. You know, what do you say? Why'd you crap in your pants? I'm confused, you know, because I had no idea. And this went on all my life. I couldn't figure out whether it was a winky or a penis or... there were just so many different things that didn't make sense. So I turned out kind of an odd guy, and it hasn't paid the bills any. But anyway, if you're abusing your kid by using language that isn't language, stop it today, and you'll be okay. So anyway, I killed you guys laughing.
Oh yes, we're dying. We're just dying here. We're dying.
You're dying down there. I'm dying up here.
Oh, I am dying. As a matter of fact,
Dave's not here.
Dave's finishing it. What that he started writing over there.
Daddy's not here.
So
One day that'll be really fun.
anyway, that was horrible. But
We're right.
One of these days we'll try it again.
Dave's not here.
No, it's not horrible. You actually get stand up and you violated the rules because you were not sitting down at all. Well, what I got from that is
This would have fit better in the 2 week ago question, what's your most embarrassing moment? Nobody came up with anything.
I couldn't.
Yeah, James was like, I don't even remember.
I could, but I couldn't say it because I have children on my page, you know, and they don't know they're Auntie Rio that way.
Right. But that was what I was thinking of when Dan was
What,
talking about.
my most embarrassing moment?
Stinky potty in his pants.
Oh.
Is that what it was called? Stinky potty?
Stinky potty, yeah. You can't call it anything else. Might confuse somebody as to what it is. You know?
Right
And
on.
if you get right down to it, it really is stinky. It really is potty.
In the potty.
What do you call it? You know, I don't know.
Crap.
I don't know. Just don't get it on your winky and you'll be okay.
Okay. So that's what's wrong with it.
That's when it's a good thing to be a girl.
Yeah.
See, I told you I was raised in church.
Yeah,
Big
we'll
Willie
talk
Winky.
about that too. All right, so what do we got coming up next week? We have a guest.
Coming up, oh shit, I forgot about that. Coming up next week, I guess
James will be back.
Well, if James got his homework done, he'll be back.
Yeah.
He's been penalized this week for not doing his homework the previous weeks and then skipping last week. And we don't even know if he's coming back in. That's why we like the sock puppet so much.
He's playing hooky.
It's playing hooky, or I think it's gone beyond that right now.
So next week
he ran away from home. Is what he did. So next week, Steve.
Well, it's hooky season.
We're gonna have Leslie
Weather's
Brussing's
right
gonna
for
be
it.
here, and
I forgot all about this.
And Steve has volunteered to do a rap in one of these newfangled weight loss things. I don't know a whole lot about it, but Leslie can fill you in. We'll put a link on
Let's hope
her
it's not
page.
clear.
It is.
OMG.
I've seen them.
It should be fun. Hey, we're planning a bed-in at some point within by the end of the month. So you want to be with us for that. We'll fill you in on more details.
We don't need a sleep number, but
No.
It might not be a real bed. Just look like one.
I'd be too busy sitting there playing with a remote for the sleep number bed.
But you do have to wear at least
Isn't it
boxers.
wake up in the middle of the night thinking it's a video game?
That's the only request, shorts or boxers. And we may invite you to be a guest with us in the bed-in, at least in your own home. So we do have a couple of giveaways that we'll be taking care of. We do have, we're sending out the autographed pictures, so Rhonda, whatever your pronunciation of your name is, we have your picture, and
OZ to Z. Did anybody notice that?
and we're going to autograph that for you. I know.
Oh, that's right.
You didn't think it would be your picture, did you? You don't know us well enough. And then Rich Goldman, here is
Stevie went stinky potty.
here's your reward for being part of our Ain't No Fools Day, and we'll be signing this. So anyway, that's probably a good cue. Come back, wipe our ass. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace. But fade to black.